This Soundslide presentation is brought to you by Giltner State Bank, a branch of Henderson State Bank, which proudly supports all Giltner student-athletes. The Giltner boys basketball team showed its dominance on both ends of the floor Friday night against conference and area rival High Plains. The Hornets scored points in bunches and locked down the Storm offense throughout the night in a 61-17 victory. The Hornets were led in scoring by Bo Craig with 15, while Alex Gracke added 8. After the game, we caught up with new Giltner coach Jordan Ortmeyer to talk about the Hornet performance.
Coach, you opened the season a couple of games, you got a couple of wins. Talk about maybe some of your first impressions from the first couple of games, what you've seen from the guys out there.
It was nice to see first 2 weeks of practice that we actually took things we worked on in practice and put into a game. I know our boys were getting ready to play against two high-quality opponents. It was nice not to go against each other like we did the past 2 weeks. Very impressed with the way we ran the floor. Defensively, I was extremely impressed. Holding both teams to single digits at halftime, that was huge. So it was good to see us being there mentally and then stay patient on offense and look for good shots.
Mm-hmm. You wanted to get up and go and run fast, especially with that transition, things like that. How would you judge that? What did you see from that?
I thought we ran the floor pretty well. We got into a rotation where about every 2 to 3 minutes we're bringing subs off bench. When you got 10, 11 guys that can play, we want our guys out there just running the floor nonstop, giving 100% effort every time. And these past 2 games, that's what I saw out of our guys.
Mm-hmm. Tonight, it seemed like you guys would go on streaks. There'd be one guy that would score a couple baskets in a row, then the next guy, then the next guy. Talk about what worked for you and why it happened that way.
That shows you how unselfish our guys are. Okay, they aren't worried about individual stats. We're more concerned about team stats. So when they see an open teammate out there, they're not afraid to dish it up and give up points for themselves. But that just shows you how unselfish we are as players, and that's what it's going to take to get us to where we want to be.
Mm-hmm. You've mentioned about how deep this team is. What did you like from the second teamers and things like that? What they did well.
The nice thing is the second stringers and beyond that, they're able to go in there and pick it up right where the first team left off. Like I said, I got 10, 11 guys. And there's not a whole lot of guys that stand out above everyone else. When they go in there, they know what they need to do. They know what their roles on the team. And that's what I like about the second group I have is they're able to go in there and continue to keep the pace we want, continue to keep the game moving like we want.
Yep. You've had a couple of games now. What do you kind of have circled that you think is your biggest point of you need a little bit of improvement at?
First off, I'd say conditioning-wise. If we want to continue to stay the style of pace we're at, going up and down, we got to get a little bit better condition. Better than that, again, just trying to get the ball in the middle of the lane, working from the inside out. Again, we got to work on shooting too. Past 2 games, we haven't shot very well from the outside, so that's definitely one thing we'll look to improve on this week in practice as we prepare for Shelby Rising City come Friday.
Yep.